All right, so today we're diving into the Superior University, a pretty big private university over in Lahore, Pakistan. Now, this is an institution with some really big ambitions, and we're going to unpack what that ambition is all about, piecing together the story from what they say about themselves and what the official records show. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so let's jump straight in. Probably the first thing you're going to see if you go to their website is this huge, bold claim. Among top global institutions. I mean, wow, that's a powerful statement, right? It's designed to make you stop and look, and you know what? It totally worked on us. It sets this incredibly high bar right away, and it just makes you wonder, okay, what's really behind a claim like that?
And yeah, that's really the big question we're tackling today. What is the full story here? I mean, how does a university in Lahore go about building a global brand? To figure that out, we've got to connect the dots. And we're going to start right at the beginning, with its foundations back home.
So here's our game plan. First up, we'll ask, are they really a top global university? Then we'll go back to basics, look at the programs and possibilities they offer, and of course, dig into those rankings and what they mean. Finally, we'll see how they're trying to be more than just a place to get your degree.
Okay, let's start with the basics. We've got to establish the foundation here. Before we can even begin to make sense of those big global claims, we need to know what the Superior University is, on paper.
So if you look at the public records, here's what you find. It's a private university. It was established back on January 5th, 2000. It's located in Lahore, which is a huge cultural and education hub in Pakistan. And it also includes the Azra Naheed Medical College, which seems to be a pretty important part of its whole identity. So far, this all sounds pretty standard for a major private university, right?
Okay, but this is where it gets really interesting. This is what grounds the whole thing, what gives it legitimacy. See, it's not just some private company. It's officially chartered by the government of Punjab. And, this is crucial, it's recognized by the Higher Education Commission, or HEC. On top of that, its professional programs are accredited by all the big players, the Bar Council, the Engineering Council, the Pharmacy Council, the whole shebang. So the big takeaway here, before they ever started chasing those global rankings, they made sure they were completely legit right there in Pakistan. That foundation is absolutely everything. All right, so they've got this really solid national foundation. The next logical question is, what are they building on top of it? I mean, a university is really defined by what it teaches. So let's explore the academic scope here. What can you actually study at Superior?
Well, this chart here tells a pretty clear story. Just look at the breakdown. A quarter for business and management, another quarter for engineering and tech. That's half of their main focus right there. This tells you they are all in on career-oriented, professional degrees. This isn't some classic liberal arts college. It's more like a launch pad designed to get you into a specific profession. And it's not just the standard stuff either. When you start digging into their course catalog, you find some really modern, super specialized programs. I mean, check this out. Aviation management, gaming and multimedia, even robotics. This is a huge signal that they're really trying to stay on the cutting edge and cater directly to these new and emerging job markets. It's pretty cool, actually.
All right, and now for what you might call the main event, the rankings and recognition. This is where we circle back to that huge claim from the very beginning. We're going to put it all in context and try to figure out the link between their local foundation and their global brand.
So here it is. This is the number you'll see featured all over their website, ranked somewhere in the 301 to 400 range among all the world's universities. This is obviously a huge part of their marketing, a core piece of their identity. But you and I both know that a single number like this rarely tells the whole story. So, let's add some much-needed context.
And this is really where the two sides of the story come together perfectly. On the left, you've got the global rankings. Think of that as being all about impact, perception, how they stack up in the international competition. Then on the right, you have the national recognition. This stuff is, well, it's non-negotiable. It's about legitimacy, the fundamental license to even operate as a university. An institution like Superior absolutely needs both of these to succeed, and it's pretty fascinating to see how they manage to balance the two.
But wait, there's more. A modern university can't just be about teaching classes and chasing rankings, right? It's also got to be about creating new knowledge. So let's take a look at what Superior is doing to be more than just a degree mill, with a focus on research and innovation. Just check out this snapshot from their newsfeed. I mean, in the span of just a few days, they're wrapping up a national conference, their faculty is leading another one in Malaysia, and they're hosting an international one in Uzbekistan. This is not random, folks. This is a very clear, deliberate effort to build their reputation in the global academic community, one conference at a time. And they're not just showing up to events either. They're actively building a global footprint. They're publishing their own international journal, they've become the first partner in Pakistan for Babson College in the US, and they're channeling their innovation through their own research center. They are literally building the infrastructure they need to be seen as a place that creates knowledge, not just a place that teaches it.
So let's wrap this all up. What's the big takeaway here? Well, first, they have huge global ambitions, and they use those international rankings to shout it from the rooftops. Second, they offer a massive range of programs, from the traditional to the super modern. Third, and this is so important, all those ambitions are built on a rock-solid foundation of national accreditation. And finally, they are clearly putting in the work to grow their research focus.
So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. When you think about a university's reputation, what do you think matters more? Is it the flashy global rankings that scream ambition and influence, or is it the solid, foundational national accreditation that guarantees quality and legitimacy? It's a really important question about what we all value in education these days. What do you think?